Hi folks, welcome back to another episode of the Single Dad's Cookbook. Today we're going to be making shop-bought sausage and mash. So this is episode 2 of this adventure into seeing what we can buy. So I was perusing the aisles and I came across this. So this is ready-made mashed potato. And I will be honest with you, it became a bit of a star of this dish. So I've got the ready-made mash, I've got sausages because I'm not a butcher, and I've got some ready-made Yorkshire puddings. So the sausages, I'm not a butcher, so they were always going to be shop-bought. And I'm just going to open them up and throw them in the frying pan and start the cooking process with them. Now, I've got half an onion because what I want to do is I want to see if can we get normal shop-bought ingredients and can we just elevate them, not to Michelin star levels. I've told you once, I've said it a million times, I am not a trained chef, okay, but what I wanted to do is just thinly slice this onion. Now what you'll notice is when I was almost a third of the way through and it starts getting a bit tricky, you just flip it on its side and you start again. Just makes life a bit easier in gripping that onion. And I've just got half an onion there. I've got 1 clove of garlic and I'm just going to chop that up as well. While I'm chopping that up, I want to say welcome to the second episode of this series. If you are new to the channel, please think about subscribing. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers, which is incredible. The support, the comments that you guys are giving me is out of this world. And I appreciate every one of you. So I'm just chopping that up. Now, as I move that to the side, I'm going to grab myself a bowl because the other thing that I noticed, and I'm a big one for using beef stock, and a few of you mentioned in the comments, why don't you use gravy granules? So that's what I've done. Now these are low sodium gravy granules. I've put in probably 2 heaped dessert spoons of granules and I'm adding in some boiling water and then I'm just going to stir that until it thickens up. And one on my chopping board there, you've got the 3 ingredients plus some pepper to the gravy that we're going to have with our dinner. And it's just elevating it ever so slightly to the next level. So it's not just plain old sausage and mash. So we've got that on the go. And you can see there. Then if you are liking this type of video, please let me know in the comments, because if you don't, we'll call it quits here and I can look at doing something else for you. But just the way the economy's going, this kind of thing where you're not buying expensive ingredients. I think the mashed potato was £1, the sausages were a couple of £1, and the Yorkshire puddings, I got something like 20 of them for a couple of £1 as well. The great thing about the mashed potatoes is that it sort of dawned on me was its great portion control. And one of those little pots does 2 people. And I know when I'm making mash, I always peel too many potatoes, and it's just a big hassle. So you'll notice there as well, I've just put on some garden peas to go along with this, so a bit of veg in amongst it. So I'm just cooking them off. And when you've got your sausages to probably 95% done, you want to add in the onion that you've thinly sliced and the garlic. And what you want to do is you want to sweat down that onion and garlic in the pan that you've cooked the sausages so they can absorb some of that flavouring. And again, you're just lifting your gravy just to the next level, because it's the only thing that you can control. Well, we're going to show you a bit with the mash, but the key to this is the gravy. So you're letting that cook out. You can see there they're starting to wilt down and the sausages are almost done. At this point you want to get the mash in the microwave, which was incredible. It took And again, especially with energy prices going through the roof, if you can use slow cookers and microwaves to cook some great dinners, then that is the way forward for sheer quickness and efficiencies. So I'm adding in the gravy there now. So I'm just going to let that cook through. I'm going to let it bubble away and come back up to temperature, and thicken ever so slightly as well. And it's just going to give it a bit of a sheen. And I'm just going to mix it around so I'm incorporating all those flavours. And I'm just giving it a bit of a submerging the sausages into it. So we've got that done, and we're just going to let that cook through. So the sausages are finished off cooking. The gravy's getting some of the beautiful flavourings from that. And here we go to the mash. So mash is ready. So I'm just giving it a bit of a mix, just to sort of bring it back to life a little bit after it's been in the microwave. And I'm just adding some pepper, because all mash should have a bit of pepper in it. So, and I'm just giving it a bit of a mix. Then I'm going to give it a bit of a taste here. I'm just using the back of the spoon to see if it needs any salt. So give it a bit of taste. Doesn't need any salt. These were extra special ones, which, like I say, was £1. You can buy cheaper alternatives where you might need to season a bit more, but this one was actually beautiful. And like I said, if for big meals, like Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, family holidays that you're bringing around, I would recommend this, to be fair. The mash was the surprise standout. The Yorkshire Puddings, well-known brand, Aunt Bessie's here in the UK. You can't go wrong with them. The Gravy Granules, again, a well-known brand here in the UK. You can't really go wrong with them either. The great thing about this was that the Yorkshire Puddings and the potatoes took the same time to cook. So you can actually, your timings can be pretty on point here. And then I'm just adding it all together and getting it plated up. Folks, I hope you are all looking after yourselves out there, and each other. The world is a weird and wonderful place, and we can only look after each other. So sending my love to you all, from my family to yours. Till the next time, thanks very much for watching, and I will let you watch the rest of this video in peace. Have a great night. Bye now.